It's the Agents of Nightvault!
And we're back once more in the Mirrored City. And tonight we are playing, well, it's a bit of a change up for Pete.
Yeah.
He is playing the
got 3 models.
Cursebreakers.
Someone's stolen the rest of my models.
And
I should have at least 6.
And I will be playing the Eyes of the Nine.
Eyes of the Nine!
Now, I'm not very confident of this deck, and I always say that I know, but
Yep.
it's, once again, I'm still not very confident of it.
I've got no idea with mine because I've never played Stormcast really, and I don't think I've played these guys at all. I might have played one game with them before, so in fact no, I don't think I've played any games with them. So I am really on the back foot here, but I think I'm confident in at least my initial hand. So
Good.
as always, we rolled off and I won, and I placed the boards like so.
Righty-ho.
And Robin placed objectives first. And you've got 2, 4, and 5, and I've got 1 and 3 over here. So now we're ready to crack on with the most important role of the entire game, which is the who places models first. So I get 1 of each, and 2 doubles. Oh no! So I'm going to make you place first. Not
Okay.
that it makes a great deal of difference, because I will finish placing before you.
I'm going to play. I'm going to put Trosh here.
Okay. I'll place Alice here, I think.
I'm going to put the choke there.
Actually, do you mind if I put Alice
No.
there? Probably makes no difference to you, I guess. I'm going to put Rastus here.
I'm going to put Navia there.
And I'm going to put the big boss man, Averon, there.
And Vortemis is going there.
Oh. I've got no idea if this is good or not, but let's show you our cards. Righty, so we've placed all the models. I won, so I get +1 crit, so I'll let you roll first.
Okay.
Because if you don't roll a crit, I've already won. Ooh,
It's a
1
crit
of each.
and 1 of each, so you do need.
I do need at least 2 singles or something else.
Yeah.
No. Ooh. Oh, I say. Well, Robin, you get to choose.
I think, Pete, I will let you go first.
Okie dokie. In that case, for my first trick, I'm going to put Averon on guard. And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
Okay, in your power step, I'm going to attempt to cast a spell.
Ooh.
Shield of Fate.
Ooh.
So basically, if I roll it, then Kacharik gets +1 defense until the end of the round. It's a persisting spell.
Nice.
So I might as well. It's 2 swirlies.
You don't want to attack us
Sorry.
for that.
It's one. It's one. I need 1 swirl. So
You need 1 swirl, but you've got 2 dice.
2
you're level
dice.
2.
Yeah, and there's a swirl.
Okay, well I'm going to play a reaction. I'm going to play Storm Ward.
Oh, okay.
Play this during an enemy fighter's spell or spell attack. If the spell is cast, roll a magic dice. And on a swirly, that spell is not cast and not resolved. So, what do I get? Swirly! Your
enough?
spell is not cast.
You bugger.
Zing!
Good start.
It's for me.
Okay.
No, that was one of my. I've got to pick a card here. I'm going to pick that one. Cards. I didn't think it was going to come useful,
Worked
but-
out all right. That was going to inspire Kacharik.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm going to make a move action for my first activation. I'm going to move Turosh
Turosh.
onto there.
Okay. Anything in your power step?
I have nothing in my power step.
Okay, I'm going to cast Gather the
Oh,
Storm.
what does that do?
Innate lightning for the next spell my warband attempts to cast.
So it's not a cast then, it's a...
No, it's not. It's just a innate
So
lightning.
you're going to empower somebody.
So yes. So anything in your power
No,
step?
nothing in my power step.
Okay, so over to me. So I'm going to, in my turn, I'm going to use Amis's Empower spell action, which I automatically cast because of Gather the Storm.
Okay.
So she becomes empowered and inspired. She's empowering and inspiring.
Okay.
And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
I've got nothing to do in your power step.
Ooh.
Right. Oh.
But I do score Harness the Storm. Score immediately if a friendly fire successfully casts a spell.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that helps me that much right now, but I get a glory at least. And in the power step, I don't have anything to do.
For my second activation, I'm going to move Kacharik onto there.
And in your power step?
For my power step, I still have nothing to do.
Neither do I, so onto my third go. And my third activation, I'm going to move Rastus. No, that's not. That's Amis.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 to there.
So for my third activation, sorry, have you got anything in your power step?
Nothing in the power step.
In my third activation, I'm going to use Vortemis' ability
Ooh.
to put the blue horror on there.
Ooh. Okay.
And I have nothing in my power step.
Okay. I'm going to play Determined Effort to give me +1 dice for my next attack. Anything for you?
Nope.
Okay, so on to my fourth and final activation. I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge with Rastus. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. So I'm going to attack with his Storm Stave because it's does 2 damage rather than 1 plus cleave.
Okay.
And I need hammers. 1 hammer and 1 crit.
So I can't stop
You
it.
cannot stop that, so you take 2 damage,
2
which
damage.
kills him.
And flips him.
Or more importantly, it doesn't kill him
No.
because you can't score any objectives
No,
for
exactly.
doing that.
No.
I don't get a glory, you rob me of that glory. And in the power step, I'm going to play Hurricane Step on Dawn Guard. Okay, so onto your fourth activation
I'm going to make a move action.
with
Vortemis.
Plonk onto that one. What could you be going for, I wonder? But there's very little I can do about it, I'm afraid. Okay, power step.
I've got nothing to do.
Neither do I. So on to the first end phase. That was a pretty quick round.
Well, did you go first?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So I scored. Keep them guessing.
How did you?
Yes, I did. I wasn't going to until you put that blue horror there. If you hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to score
Oh,
it.
how annoying.
So you've just given me 2 glory.
How annoying.
So thank you awfully. And of my remaining cards, I am going to keep both of them.
I managed to score Supremacy
Supremacy.
and Extreme Blank.
Extreme blank. From, of course, the blue horror and what's his face over
Well,
there?
actually, both.
Oh yes, good point. Yeah, you can pick either. Pick whichever one you like.
Yeah. I hadn't even noticed the blue horror.
You just put him there 5 minutes ago.
Well, I was working on this.
Yep. No, that still makes sense.
Okay, and I'm going to play Empowered Sorcery on Vortemis, which does +1 damage to all spell action. And I'm going to play the Formless Key on the Brimstone Horrors.
Ooh. Yeah, they're tricky to get rid of. Okay, and then you're drawing up everything else.
I'm going to draw. Yeah, I'm going to keep everything else.
Okay, so we've got a roll for the beginning of phase 2 now, round 2. So I get... Oh, nothing. No sausages.
2
Oh,
sausages.
2 crits. 2 whopping sausages. So you get to pick. Do you go first or second?
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, so my first go... I'm going to attack the blue horror with Rastus.
Okay.
So he rolls 2 hammers and does 2 damage. So I'm going to use a reaction. And I'm going to play Lightning Assault. Play this after a friendly fighter's attack fails, therefore I can make another attack action, targeting the same fighter. 2 hammers again, please. 2 hammers this time. Oh, come on! You know what, this is punishing me for saying you should have empowered him first. Well, I guess that's just not happening then, is it? And in my power step, I'm going to play Tempest's Might on Averon.
What's that do?
+1 damage to spell attacks.
I'm going to play Inspiration Strikes.
Oh, nice. On.
Vortemis.
Okay. I still have nothing to play.
Okay, I have nothing else to play.
On to you.
So I'm going to start with an attack with my Brimstone Horror, which is 2 dice, 2 swords. Nothing, but I get to make another attack. So
Yes.
It's a subsequent attack, which I forgot in the last game, and I
Yes.
remembered it this time. 2 crits!
Oh.
Oh.
Well, Rastus only has 1 defense dice, so I can't stop that.
Wow.
So I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Are you pushing me back?
Yes.
Okay. And I shall play my turn as a reaction.
Okay.
Push this fire up to 1 hex and make an attack with them. Come here, you little what's-it.
Hello.
So I'm going to have a wallop on you, and
Okay.
that's 2 hammers again. Oh, come on! I roll 2 doubles, I roll 2 singles, and then I roll 1 of each.
Charmed Horrors.
Flipping what's it? At least he's right next to him. I can attack him again next turn.
That's true.
Averon going, are you alright over there, Rastus? Yes! You appear to be on fire. I'm fine!
Right.
Just a little bit.
Burn it. I've got nothing to play in my power step.
Neither do I. So it's on to me, my second go, and I'm going to have another go at the horror. So,
The horror.
3 times now I've failed this. Can I roll a single hammer on 8 dice? Oh yes! That'll be 2 crits.
Okay, that'll be killing him.
Yes, because you don't have any defence, do
Okay, I'm
you?
going to play a reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to play Malicious Flames.
Yeah.
Play this during attack action that does enough damage to take it out, but before removing the fighter from the battlefield, adjacent enemy fighter suffer 1 damage.
Oh, they've taken 2 damage already. Ow! And
He's off.
I score no remorse,
Ah.
which is do more damage than the person has wounds.
Okay.
So I pick a new objective card. That is not the worst objective card to pick up. And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
So my second activation, I've got nothing either in the power step.
Okay.
So my second activation, I'm going to draw a card.
Ooh. So on to my third activation. I'm going to also draw a card. Power step, I have nothing to play.
I've got nothing either.
Okay.
My third activation, I'm going to draw a card.
So on to my fourth and final go. I'm going to draw a card. And that is what I wanted, and I'm going to play it.
Okay.
I'm going to play Army of One on Rastus, which I know isn't very useful right now because he's not the last one on the board, but it might come in useful later on.
Mm-hmm.
So over to your fourth activation.
My fourth activation, I'm going to use Vortemis's ability to bring back a blue horror.
Summon that naffing blue horror again.
Oh,
I'm over here now. Hey. Power step.
Power step, I'm going to play Spores of Battle.
Oh,
And then play a Destiny to Meet on him.
nicely done. I don't have anything to do, so unless you do, it's onto the power step.
I have nothing to do, it's the power step.
So it's onto the end phase.
The end phase, yeah.
Yes. So you went second, I went first, so it's up to me first.
Mm-hmm.
So I scored Fired Up. I have 1 inspired person. My person is inspired. I also scored Heavily Armed, which is scores if any faces 3 or more friendly fights have upgrades. But I did not score my last card, and I'll keep my last card. Of my power cards, I'm going to get rid of Empathic Conduction, and that's it, and I'm going to draw up.
Okay. I scored Alone in the Darkness, but I also scored Escalation because we played 3 between the 2 of us.
Oh.
So I'm going to keep 1 card, my last objective, and I'm going to get rid of Bound by Fate and Driven by Ambition. I'm going to keep the last one, so I'm going to draw 2 new power cards.
Motivated by Hunger.
And 1.
Hokey cokey, we're on to the 3rd round already, and this has been a quick one. So time to roll, and I get a whopping. Oh, there's a crit at least. Oh, and you got a crit as well, but you've got some
Two
doubles, and
doubles.
I got none. So you get to choose.
I'm going to let you go first, I think.
I'm going to draw a new objective. I'm going to get rid of Measured Strike, which is cause exactly enough damage to kill someone, and draw a new objective. And onto the power step, I'm going to play Eye of the Storm on Rastus. Anything for you?
Yeah, I'm going to play Sudden Growth on blue Horror.
I'm going to play Awakened Weapon on Dawn Guard. So onto your first turn.
I'm going to swap an objective.
Oh.
A risk dropping catching up
Yeah, I don't think you're going to need that.
and take this one.
So onto my second activation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get rid of an upgrade again. An objective. I'm going to get rid of Defensive Strike.
This is a very
You're
cagey
not
game,
coming
isn't it?
after me. And in my power step, nothing.
Power step, nothing for me.
So onto your second activation.
Second activation, I'm going to draw a card.
Power card.
Power card, yeah.
Power card. I'm going to get rid of another objective. I'm going to get rid of change of tactics, because no one's in range for me to be able to attack them. And draw another card, another objective. And in my power step, I'm going to play Stunning Blow on Dawn Guard. Nothing else on my power step, so unless you do.
Is that your third turn?
That is my.
You've had you
That is my third. Yes, that is my third turn.
Okay. My third turn. I really don't know what to do. I think I'm going to take a card. Yes. I'm going to play the Faneway Crystal.
Ooh.
On the blue horror.
Wommeny, 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 wommeny.
Fourth and final.
Yeah, my fourth and final turn, I am going to get rid of a card, another objective card. I'm going to get rid of Magical Supremacy because I'm not going to score. I'm not going to cast 2 spells. I'm going to draw my last one. Which I forgot I had, and I can't actually score it. So, but I really couldn't do much else anyway. So that's me done. Nothing in my power step.
Okay. I'm going to make a move action in my turn, fourth and final turn. I'm going to move the blue horror using the Faneway Crystal over to here.
Okay, I'm going to play Quick Thinker as a reaction.
I haven't charged.
No, it's just place after an enemy fighter's move action.
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry.
Make a move action with a friendly fighter.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Anything in your power step?
I'm going to play the Slumbering Key on the blue horror.
Okay. Under the end phase already.
Yeah,
this is a record game. I think this has got to be one of our fast games if it's not an absolute
because nobody's moving.
Yeah, pretty much. So I scored Escalation for 2. And I also scored Alone in the Darkness for 2.
That was a handy... I suddenly realised it stopped you scoring Alone in the Darkness.
You did.
If you didn't have Quick Thinker.
And then I moved her, and I was like, no, what are you doing, you idiot? Move him, or else you're not going to score Alone in the Darkness. And if I had managed to get him away onto an edge, I also had Skirting Danger, which would give me another one for being everybody on a...
But you couldn't.
Yes. So that was me. So that was a pretty pathetic scoring in the end. I got 10.
Okay.
I mean, 10's not bad.
10's not bad.
10's not
game
terrible.
I'm pleased with 10. Right,
Yes,
I've
yeah.
scored...
So you got
a Destiny
2
to
for...
Meet, a Formless Key, and the Slumbering Key. So that's 3 for keys.
So 3 for keys. So you're already on 12.
Yeah, and I scored Singled Out, Chosen Champion, which is basically the same card.
Yep.
And Fired Up.
Nice. Another 3.
Another 3, yeah.
So I presume your tactic in that game was load up the blue horror with everything.
Yeah.
And just stay the hell away as much as you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of works.
It does. It does. And if you weren't playing, we didn't say at the beginning, we were playing Faction Fraction. I wanted to play a tone deck as well.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
you could put the tones on him, but because of the Faction Fraction, they haven't got enough cards to beef him up because you need cards
want either a
sudden growth.
Yes, you either want a sudden growth or
sudden growth. He suddenly has 4 wounds, and then when you've killed him, the Brutal Horror still got 3 wounds. So
yes, it becomes much harder to take.
It's amazing. And in there, I've got in here, I've got the card Summoner is right at the bottom, which means if you summon him twice, then you get a glory. So I was trying to sacrifice. And the only problem with this deck is it hasn't got very many score immediately cards.
Yeah, that was the only thing that saved me.
Yeah.
My plan was to stay back and
okay.
and because I thought you'd be playing some kind of offensive deck, and so I was waiting for you to come to me. I had several cards which score immediately for killing and stuff like that. And I've got some defensive strike and things, so I was kind of assuming you'd come towards me, and then everybody just stood still the whole time. So that didn't really work. So had I known your tactic, I would have started to run people forwards.
I was thinking, I don't know how, we probably need to play a best of 3 again, because I don't know how much this will stand up to a second game.
Yes, because second game onwards, I'm going to be in your face.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be coming after all your guys.
Yeah, of course, I'll sit right back.
Yes.
And what I really need to do for it to work is keep Vortemis alive long enough to summon him once or twice.
Yes, yeah.
So it's...
Because I think Vortemis is the guy you're gunning for in the Tzeentch warband, more so than I think most other warbands.
Certainly most other leaders.
Yes, I think he's the most... Maybe the Warden as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Warden has the summon ability. But
Yeah.
other than the Warden, I think Vortemis is the other person who you want to go for. A lot of the times you just want to try and keep away from the leader, like your Gerzag and your Fuel and your Severin and
Vortemis isn't that strong.
No.
He's not bad. He's got two. Once he's inspired, he's not bad.
He's got 2 shields, hasn't he? Oh, two dodges.
Two dodges.
See, it's only 2 dodges, so he's still fairly squishy. He's only a goblin. He's only got 1 more wound than Zalbag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's like you say. This is one of those tactics where it works the first time. Does it hold up after that?
I don't know, but it might because I can set, especially against these guys who don't move that quick.
Yes.
You're sitting right back. You've got to get to him.
I wasn't aware of how, because I thought he moved 4.
Okay.
And he was back here, so I thought I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'd be able to shoot people.
It would have been a different game then.
And if I hadn't done that, I think my early objectives as well meant I stood sort of still, and I should have. Well, I couldn't have known, and my plan was to stay back and have you come towards me. So there's no way I was going to do it any different.
No, I was quite lucky as well to get extreme flank and supremacy in the first turn.
It was 5 glory off the bang. That's going to help.
Yeah.
That is going to help.
It's funny. I had catching up in there because I'm very aware that the deck is quite end game
reliant.
So I thought if I have that, and I'll try and make sure I go second. If I can in the final turn.
That way I'll score glory first.
I might get it, or whichever. When I go second, whenever I can, if I've got it, and then you'll score the glory first. Yes, exactly.
Yes, it does front. It does not front load, but it does load your deck, reliant on your blue horror.
Yes, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Yeah, I do wonder. Once you've done that once, how much your opponent's going to let you get away with that the second time, because I think they're going to see that the blue horror's key here. So they're going to go gunning for Vortemis. And because if the blue horror's not on the board, if you've loaded him up with all the upgrades,
you're stuffed.
You're absolutely snookered. And I think had you not got that, you got 3 glory for that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. It would have been 12 plays 10. So immediately, that's a lot closer.
But it is very hard to kill. It's almost impossible to kill Vortemis before you've got 1 blue horror out.
Yes, true.
Because
but once Vortemis is gone,
but
you then go for the blue horror.
The second time, yeah. But he's not bad on his own. So if you're going after Vortemis, if you're playing a bigger warband, then he'll be chewing them up.
The blue
potentially
horror.
The blue horror, because he
possibly,
fires
he only does 1 wound.
He does only do 1 wound. But if I have got Vortemis is tough because I've got the one that could swap people, so you get in within range and I swap them out.
Yeah.
So
true.
And I've got if I get a glory, I've got the one that the movementy one.
I had hidden paths in my deck.
Right, okay.
And had that come out, I could have
been different.
That could have been quite, because I've had a number of +1 damage cards as well. So had I got Rastus or Dawnguard, because she does 3 damage, had I managed to teleport her next in with a +1 damage, would have been
a different game.
Could have been quite different after that. But yeah, it's a tricky one. I'd like to play this one again at some point, because I think the second and third games.
It actually didn't take very long.
It didn't take very long.
I don't know we've got time to do it now.
No, we don't. Sadly, we don't have time for another game here, because we have just.
It's earlier than usual.
It's a lot earlier than normally is for us. I think the recording time for this one is at 45 minutes, and normally they're well over an hour.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nobody did any moving.
No, we didn't. So hopefully you guys weren't too disappointed by that, and it wasn't too boring for you at home watching. But hopefully you saw what our tactics were, and you will have watched our deck videos, so you knew what our tactics were. So you got to see a little bit of both sides as we were playing and seeing how that was going to pan out. And I think, given that you only beat me by 3, I didn't do too badly there. Am I completely miscounting that? 1, 2, 3. You beat me by. You beat me by 5. I can't 15, count. Yeah. You beat me by 5. Okay. So a little bit more of a pasting, but at the same time, you got 3 just from him. So I think had I known what was going on,
did his job.
He did, and I had to get rid of a few instant score cards for killing people, which possibly had I come charging across the field and gone after Narvia and Turosh,
you
might have started to build up a few more glory. You never know. So maybe
because they're hard to kill. They're very hard for my guys to kill.
Yeah, they're all pretty tough.
Apart from Kacharik.
They are the squishiest to the Stormcast though. Because rolling 1 dice is pretty naff.
They are the squishiest.
Rolling 2 is still better. But there you go. I would like to play this game again at some point, and maybe when we get a little bit of free time, then maybe we'll play this one. But we do have a few other ones on the list that want to be replayed as well.
We do. It's quite a big list.
There was Gerzag versus Magor. That was a bit of a wet squib game because I couldn't roll a dice to save my life in that one. There's a few others around, but I'd like to play this one again because it's not just 2 massive offensive.
We always would. I mean, we'd love to play best of 3s, and I suppose you guys watching out there on YouTube, the more of you who come over and chip in for some Patreon, we are on Patreon.
Yeah.
Then that will increase our sort of, I suppose, make it easier for us to play more games.
Yes, we are.
Just by freeing up a bit more time.
Yeah, there is a link in the description below, so do check it out. For $2, just $2 you can come in at, and that will get you the battle reports a week early, so you could join now and you'll get next week's battle report that our Patreoners are already watching, and you get it ad-free, so you know, you don't have to worry about all the naff YouTube ads that pop up all over the place.
Absolutely, yeah.
So hopefully with your support we can make this channel greater, and we can crash on with even more best of threes in the future.